Yes, sir. My name is Preston Schofield. I called in earlier and it was too busy, so I called for a callback.
Okay. What can I help you with?
Number one, I see all this information about people are supposed to do some other requirement for Social Security in order to make sure their benefits don't get cut off by the new DOGE. I just want to make sure I'm up to date. There's nothing I'm missing. Do I need to do anything?
No, there's actually nothing you need to do. They're not actually doing anything like that.
Okay. So, can you check my benefits to make sure I'm okay?
Yeah, I mean, we would send you a letter if you're being suspended or something, but I can look, sure.
I didn't get the first letter when they took my money legally under garnishment, and I still haven't got a letter.
All right, we'll take a look. What's your social security number?
My social security number is 265-25-8286.
Date of birth?
11/13/1957.
Place of birth, city and state?
I was born in Orlando, Florida.
Maiden name?
Harris.
And then what mailing address do we have for you?
You should have the one here in Virginia, 4350 Kids Grove Road, Henrico, Virginia, 23231.
All right. No, you're not suspended. There's nothing pending.
Okay. No, how do I get a Freedom of Information Act? I've been asking for the last 10 years. I went to offices all over the country. My money has been taken from me for about 10 years without a due process hearing per Social Security guidelines and the federal government. I'm trying to find out why my money is taken that I earned while I was in the military without a due process hearing. I've sent an email to the Office of the Inspector General. I've yet received a response back. So how do I get an appointment to come to Social Security to discuss why my money is being legally taken from me?
You should have got a letter when it started becoming out in the first place.
That sounds right, but it wasn't. Never has been.
Let's see. Where's it?
And if I had got a letter, I should have had a hearing first.
Well, no, if it's being garnished, we don't have to have a hearing with you. The court order telling us to take it, we're going to take it.
No. That's wrong. Under the Loper decision by the U.S. Supreme Court, you must give a military veteran a due process hearing and an equal opportunity to be heard. That's the problem right there. That's what the law says. That's not what Social Security going by their own guidelines. That's illegal.
No, that's the way it works, sir.
Well,
We
no.
get a court order, we take money
Well, can I get a copy of the court order that you got?
from the state. You can't get it from us. Child support enforcement.
So you are saying I got child support enforcement. You got a letter from the state, but I can't get a copy that you're using to take my money?
We got a court order. I'm saying we can't provide that to you, but the state could.
I got a question. Did you get a court order?
We would have gotten a court order. Yeah, that's why we withhold the money. The state tells us they have an order. Here's what needs to be withheld. We do it.
My question is this. You are telling me something I didn't even ask about. So I'm saying, did you get a court order from child support in order to take my money?
Yes, we would have gotten an order from child support to take your money.
And
That's why we're taking your money.
And under the Social Security guidelines, I'm not allowed to get a copy of that order?
Again, you can get it from the state.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I want to get a copy under the Freedom of Information Act from Social Security. So who do I need to talk to at Social Security to get a copy of that?
Well, if you want to get whatever's on your file, you can do a FOIA request on the website.
I did. I've done it for the last 10 years. I still haven't got a response. I went to your offices all around the country, Texas, Florida. I went to the one in Baltimore, the one here in Virginia, and I've yet received any correspondence. How do I get a hold of the Office of the Inspector General so I can say fraud is being used in this case to take my money illegally?
Okay, well, I can give you the OIG number.
I would appreciate that very much, young man. What's the number, please?
Let me pull it up. Hold on a sec. Okay, OIG's number is 100.
What is it?
800
Okay.
269
Okay.
0271.
02 what?
71.
0271. Do they have an email address?
They don't. They do have a space on our website, but it's mostly for reporting fraud. It's socialsecurity.gov/OIG.
Socialsecurity.gov. Okay. OIG. I got a quick. So the new interim commissioner of the Social Security. How can a person get an appointment to tell him that his employees are committing fraud? So if I want to go past the OIG to the Social Security to the acting interim Social Security commissioner, how could I write to this person?
I wouldn't even begin to know how you'd get an appointment there.
How could I write to him? Does he have a contact information I can write to?
I assume well, you go to the website, there should actually be an email address, but I don't know about an actual address to send anything to. See if we've got one on file.
Okay. All right. So can I have a copy? Now, last thing, can I have a copy of my benefits sent to me with a copy of that garnishment order that you're taking my money from me sent to me, please?
I can send you a benefit letter, but it won't have anything with the garnishment on it.
And the reason for that is Social Security law or policy?
Because our system doesn't actually print that. I can send you what we can provide, which is your benefit letter, but it's not going to have anything to do with the court order.
Well, that sounds kind of sketchy, don't it? I mean, I should be able to get a copy so I could defend myself in court.
Yeah, and you can certainly do that by getting it from the state.
If the state won't give it to me and you are the one taking it, shouldn't I be able to get it from as a former government employee? I'm sure they have some kind of remedy. What policy are you using to tell me what policy is Social Security has in place that I cannot get a copy of this order? What's that policy number so I can look it up, please?
Having this conversation. Have a good day.
Excuse me?
Hello, at Social Security, this action means the world to us. Your participation in the survey is voluntary. Your responses will be confidential, and we will not ask for any identifying information.